they're just right? Now here's the thing that I know, and see, I've been in the travel industry since January of 2001. And every survey I have seen over the last 18 years that asks people this question, the answer is always the same. Here's the question. If you had unlimited funds, money, and unlimited time to enjoy that money, what would you do more of? Everything I've ever seen, every survey comes back, travel. Every time. See, because everyone loves to travel. Whether it's a 3-day getaway, it's the exotic thing, it's the bucket list trip, we all want to get away from where we live, go someplace else for some amount of time each year, right? So I got this question for you. If you did have 8 days and 7 nights, and you could go anywhere you wanted to go, and money wasn't a problem, and the kids were going to be taken care of, where would you go? On a count of 3, just shout it out. If you're out in Facebook land, just shout it out. 1, 2, 3. Holy smoke, we ain't going to the same place. See, that's the great thing about travel. We don't have to agree where we're going. I heard Brazil. I heard Belize. I heard the Caribbean. Okay? I heard some, Arlo, where'd you guys just get back from? Dubai. See, everybody's idea isn't the same, but we all have the same idea. I want to take advantage of travel. I want to see the world. So when we look at this, and these are some ideas of where you could go. But folks, here's what I want you to be thinking, okay? I don't want you just looking, if you're a guest today, at how could this benefit me? I also want you to look at this with this perspective. How many people do I know that this could benefit? See, because the information you're about to learn is worth sharing. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Today, we're going to show you. So this is kind of, what if you knew? What if you knew this information? What if you knew how to buy travel at extra wholesale pricing? Let me tell you the biggest fallacy in the world today. I know I got the best price because I went to Kayak and compared. I got the best price because I went with that unshaven guy from Trivago and I compared. And I got the best price. I know I got the best price because they showed me all these different sites that it came from. Here's the truth. You got the best retail price. That's way different than wholesale. You do understand that, right? So we're going to show you today how you could be the carrier of this information. You can infect people with the knowledge of how to buy travel at wholesale pricing, which nobody really knows how to do because we already think we're getting it. You're going to cut out the middlemen because middlemen, right, cost money. It's going to save big time on your travel. But here's the thing. We're going to show you today how you can share this information with people you know. How you can simply share the information and in the process of sharing, make a substantial income. Is that okay with you? All right. Now, I know that out there in Facebook land, you know, I can't hear when you respond, but I do know with this group here, okay, where I'm from in Phoenix, there's a thing that I found out that when someone asks a question and you don't respond, in Phoenix we consider that to be rude. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions today. And I ask those questions. I know that this is yes, this is no. But I feed off of your energy. And the more energy you have, the more energy I'm going to have. See, a speaker's always judged by their audience. And the better you are, the better I am. Here's the key. The better I am, the more money you make. And since I've already told you, either here live or live through Facebook, I already told you if you don't like what you see, run to your car. Let's have some fun. This is not going to be painful. We're going to get through it pretty quick. This is what we're going to cover. So is it okay if we start taking a look? Yeah. All right. It starts with what we call the vortex, okay? And the vortex is just a way that you can share savings with people who do not decide to become members, okay? This will all make sense in a minute. Don't worry about it. We'll catch up, okay? And really what this is our proprietary algorithm, which is just a fancy word for saying it's our technology, okay, that we use to be able to save people money on their travel, okay? Now the owners of the vortex, we'll talk to you about in a minute what that looks like, how you would become an owner of the vortex. What they do is they share this information, they share this access for free with people that they know, okay? Do you like free? Yeah. Okay, all right, good. Do the people you know like free? Yeah. All right. So here's what happens. So you give them something for free, and what they do is they save money 85% of the time as compared to those well-known travel sites. Now, Expedia and Priceline don't let me mention their name, so I'm not going to, okay? But that's where most people go, or one of their brands, because really that's the only two that are out there. So if the people you know could save 85% of the time as compared to those sites, it costs them nothing to do it, how many of your friends, family, people you work with, strangers, would like access to that information in that savings, right? Okay? Well, when they save, you earn compensation. So you saved them money and we paid you in the process. Is that okay with you? Okay. And you're asking yourself, why would you do that? Because it's our way of advertising. See, we either advertise and compete and spend billions of dollars over time, hundreds of millions a year advertising, or the better form of advertising is to tell you and you tell somebody else that we pay you for that advertising. That's the route we chose. Okay? And actually, here's how I want you to do. It works better for us, and it's way better for you. Because Expedia is not going to send you any money. But we will, okay? So we call it the share, save, and earn with Vortex. Now, these are just some ideas of places that we've got. This was a sampling of an email that went out on a weekly basis, that this is what can happen with Vortex. In Orlando, you can save $40 a night being just a customer. You didn't join nothing, buy nothing, come to a meeting, anything. And you can see that in LA there was, now these are all 3, 4, 5-star properties, most of them 4 and 5, but you can see these are the nightly savings that people would get just getting a free access to your Vortex. And here's the thing, on all these things, when they save $40 in Orlando a night, you make $40 a night. Now, I'd rather them stay in LA at $81 a night and stay a month. They're saving $81 a night, you're making $81 a night. That's the Vortex and how it works. So does with what I just showed you, does it make sense that we got to pick a number because you got to have something to multiply, does it seem reasonable that a person could save $25 a night based on what you just saw with the Vortex? Yes. Okay, so if they do that, then all you have to do is you just got to start thinking about all the people you know, between the people you actually know, your fake friends, on Facebook, right? You know them, but you don't like know them. The people you work with, the people that you went to school with, your friends, your family, the co-workers. Folks, when you start thinking about that, does it seem like a stretch that over the course of a year, that of all the people you know, if they knew about this savings, that 200 people would stay in a hotel at least one night? Now that could be 200 people staying one night. It could be 100 people staying 2 nights. It could be like 30 families staying a week. Well, see, if that happens, and all you would make is $25, folks, do you understand? That's $5,000 in earnings for just sharing information. Now, I'm glad you came out to the meeting today, but you can do that without anybody ever coming to a meeting. But listen to this. Do people tend to take more than one vacation in their lifetime? Yes. Maybe not more than once a year, but if they did that this year, does it seem like reasonable that next year they might do it again? Yeah. Well, guess what we do next year? We send you another $5,000. And $5,000 the next year, and the next year, and the next year, as long as they're living, and as long as they're vacationing. When they use the Vortex and save money, you get paid. Folks, that's every year, okay? Now, this is what the site looks like. People save money on cruises and hotels and car rentals, okay? There's many other things on the site for convenience purposes, you know, attractions and theme parks and all those kinds of things, okay? But that's what the site looks like. And it comes with a 60-day success coach. Now, you say, Scott, what is that, okay? Well, first of all, it's artificial intelligence. And when you say it's artificial, it doesn't mean it isn't smart. This is the same, listen to me, the same technology is used by Disney and BMW, not the same technology. When I say the same technology, the same company that we provide to you, our success coach named Sam, is the very same company that works with Disney and BMW to train new employees. Okay. This is not one of those things we hope it works. Okay. Folks, this is exactly what we do. It comes with frequent tips and reminders and strategies based on what you said is your most important thing you want to accomplish in our business. There's more than 40 audio and webinar links that cover topics like these. How do you effectively use social media? What do you do to maximize your travel earnings? How would I go out there and by having a business, how would I take advantage of, listen, I'm not going to go through the details here, but if you're in the second to lowest tax bracket under the new tax reform, having our business, listen to me, having our business, living your life just like you're living it right now, if you never made a dime in commissions, overrides, you never built a team, having our business would get back for you, if you're a typical person, over $2,000 per year because you're actively pursuing pursuit of profit in the business. I'm not going to cover any more of that. It's covered in our Success Coach, okay? We're also going to help you focus. If you say, look, I want to go out there and earn $1,150 in the next 30 days, we'll show you exactly what you got to do to get that done. It comes with that. No extra cost. Now, with all that we've talked about, I got asked this question. Norman Vincent Peale said something one time, and he said, what would you attempt if you knew you couldn't fail? What plans would you be making if you knew you couldn't fail? Right? The world becomes open and possible at that point, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Right? Right? I'm asking questions. You guys, we ain't making no money right now. You kind of weakened out on me already after 5 minutes. So, what would you do if you knew that failure was taken off the table? Well, see, that's what we've done with Surge365. It's pretty simple. It's not been done in the industry. It's a risk-free guarantee. Here's what it says. If you'll do what we ask you to do, which is share the Vortex portal with 10 customers a month, it costs them nothing. All they have to do to access the savings, they have to create an account. That's how we can show the discounted prices. They create an account, cost them nothing, log in with Facebook, password, username, whatever it is. It's simple. It's a one-step process. You do that for 12 months. Remember, your customer's going to save money every time they go to book travel and vacations. We're going to remind them every week through an email about savings they could get and places they could go. So we're going to remind them you don't have to. And when they save money, you're going to be paid. Here's our guarantee. If you do that for 12 months and you are unsatisfied for any reason, you don't have to fill out a form, you don't have to say whose fault it was. All you got to say is, I want my money back. Here's what we'll do. We will send you 100% of what you've paid in fees over the next 12 months, minus whatever you've earned in compensation. You cannot lose. Now, there's an important thing I want you to understand. That means you give us your clients. See, you might not see value in them, but I'm willing to buy them from you. Because I know they have more value than what we pay. That's our guarantee. So as you look at the Vortex and you think about how does this all come together, okay? So you're going to share the Vortex with people you know. They're going to save on vacations, okay? There's no selling. We're not convincing. We're not saying, hey, have you ever heard of a vacation? Let me tell you how it works. They're going to bed tonight dreaming of it. You're just saying we can save you money. There is no selling, okay? When they save, you're going to earn money, okay? It's backed by a risk-free guarantee. I told you I'd mess this presentation up. I'm already doing it. It came in the wrong place. There's one going to come above it now. Comes with a 60-day success coach, which should have been first, and it's not at second. You don't have to be good to make money in our business. I'm proving it right now. And what's the cost? The cost is a one-time setup fee of $177. And it's $63.54 a month. That's it. Now, let me pause for just a second and ask you this question. If you're a guest and this kind of makes sense to you, I'm not asking you to buy nothing now. I told you still run to your car if you don't like it. Not yet. We're not done. Okay? But if this makes sense to you, if it's kind of like, you know, I'm not convinced yet, but this don't look too bad. Don't you think the people you know might feel the same way if they're presented with the information? Yeah. Doesn't that make sense? Yes. Man, you guys are weakening out on me. Yeah. Okay. See, we don't have a set time on this Facebook thing. They'll just let us go forever. Now, I'm not looking to do that. But I'm going to keep asking questions till you respond, okay? Folks, but if it makes sense to you, it's going to make sense to them. Listen to this. if you refer 3 people. Now, you don't have to join our business. If you just decide you want the Vortex and you want to tell people about it, but you don't want to join our marketing plan, you don't want to do those things, you don't want to get all caught up in meetings, then you just refer them. We'll do the work. When 3 of them become Vortex owners, guess what happens? You don't pay your monthly fee. So a lot of times in my business, people pay the $177, they never pay a monthly fee. So it's there. If you want to pay it, you're welcome to. If you'd like not to, just tell 3 people about this, and when they decide it makes sense to them, you no longer have a monthly fee. That's a pretty good deal, right? Yeah. All right. Now there's a second option. The second option, you maximize your savings. This doesn't come with the Vortex income opportunity, but if you're a frequent traveler, this is the travel portion of where you really get the complete wholesale pricing. Before you were getting a portion of it. The difference between retail and wholesale. Now you're getting all of it. When I say all of it, we don't add a penny to it. It's the exact price we get charged from the vendors is what you pay. We do not tack a dime on this, okay? So there's 500% more inventory than those comparable sites, which I won't name again, okay? There's condos and resorts and villas and guaranteed lowest price, folks. We guarantee 150% guaranteed. If you find us someplace else, we'll make up 150% of the difference in credits that you can use towards your next purchase. Okay. And there's a concierge where if you want some help and I want to do these things. Where's the right location or can you line this up for me? The concierge at your fingertips. Just set up an appointment. They'll talk to you about exactly customizing your vacation. There's no blackout dates. If it's available anywhere, it's available on our site. There are no blackout dates. Right? And then there's reward credits on every purchase. Reward credits are basically saying this. It's kind of like a credit card. Every time you spend money, you get points. Those points can then be used in the future to buy down the cost of your trips, or even use it to shop for other things. Now, I have to tell you, these reward credits do have a limitation. They're only good for 10 years. Okay. There's no limitation, okay? Now, let's just look at what wholesale pricing means. Here's Disney, happiest place on earth, okay? Now, this is staying close to the main gate at Disney for 7 nights with 2 bedrooms. Let me pause here for just a second. Have you ever taken a trip with your children and stayed in one room? That's not a vacation, that's a trip. A vacation is when your kids have their own room and you have a honeymoon. This is 2 bedrooms. It's a kitchen. It's a living area. Now, if you were going to go online, the cheapest you could find this, and by the way, we searched a dozen of the best known sites, the cheapest you could find it, this is where we're convinced we're getting the best price, was $1,641. Let me show you the difference membership makes. Let me show you the difference that wholesale pricing makes. You're not paying that, folks. It's $693. That's $948 savings. That almost pays for Disney. You stayed in the very same room and saved $948. Hey, I'm going to run through these pretty quick. Here's Manhattan, 3-night weekend, $748 savings. Okay, this is a 6-star resort. I didn't know there was such a thing. 6 stars. Okay, when you see the price, you'll know why. They're proud of their stars. The retail price for 7 nights over $700 a night. Members only pay $1,827. Folks, that's a $3,164. Here's Rome. Again, 7 nights near the Colosseum. A savings of $812. Look, I'm just hitting these quick. I'm not going to go through each one. But look, this is just what happened. Here's a ski resort. If you like skiing in Colorado during ski season. Okay, this isn't in the summer when ain't no snow. This is just, look. Folks, this is a 2-bedroom. If you take another couple that skis with you and nobody sleeps on the couch, it's $150 per couple for the week. And this is all in. This is the taxes and stuff included. Here's Vegas. If you want to go to Vegas, again, you can take 2 couples. If you want to stay for a week, okay, I don't know that I got enough money to stay for a week in Vegas, okay? But again, you're looking at $927 savings. Here's a cruise. Anybody like cruising? Yeah. cruise balcony suite for 2 people. The retail on this is $44,720. The wholesale is $3,527. Folks, do you realize that's almost a 25% savings on a cruise?
Yes.
In Alaska, in a balcony. Folks, here's what I want you to know. It's not just hotels. It's not just 2-bedroom condos. This is his Cardinal savings, 7 days in Miami. Folks, it's $156 savings. Okay? That's about 40% off. Here's what I want you to know. I could spend the next hour doing this. If we were live with our search engine, you could shout out any place you want to go, anytime you want to go, busiest holidays of any year, of any time of year, and every time I'm going to be able to show you dramatic savings. That's the difference between retail. Well, we've been convinced lowest retail is the best you can do. No. There's still wholesale. Wholesale is always cheap. So comparable memberships, and really you can't compare our membership because the things that people look at, okay, have restrictions. Here's one, okay, and I'm not going to talk about the $30,000 initiation fee or the $20,000. I'm going to talk about the $10,000 one-time initiation fee. Gets you access to discounts. Doesn't buy you a vacation, gives you access to discounts. One of our directors, kind of undercover spy thing, went for one of these presentations. How do you think we know about this? Because our people like spying what's out there. And the person is saying, and so he said, well, just give me an idea how much I could save. And he had just booked a trip to Charleston, South Carolina, I think, and he named the hotel, and he named the week, and so they brought it up, and she says, wow, you could save 12%. And he went, that's really impressive. As he's searching, and he said, I'm just going to check my normal place that I buy stuff and just see how it compares. So she's looking hers up. He's doing the same thing. They went through 3 or 4 locations, and every single time we were 2 to 5 times greater savings. Oh, by the way, listen. The $10,000 includes your first year's annual dues. It's only $3,400 a year after that. Are you kidding me? Look, here's what we have. Travel when you want, where you want, with who you want. This isn't group trips you can only get if you're going with a bunch of people you don't know or like. Okay? There's big discounts on everything you're buying in travel. No blackout dates, 150% price match, reward credits on everything that you personally buy, a 60-day success coach. Folks, the total cost is $277. And that same monthly fee is $63.54. And guess what? If you have 3 people who buy either this one or the Vortex, that $63.54 disappears. All right? Now, can you see where this might make some sense to people you know? Yeah. I mean, see, some of you are, for the first time, this is kind of like the Wizard of Oz. Remember when they peeled back the curtain and there was a midget back there? No, seriously. The industry has convinced us that they're doing the best they can for us because there's a search engine that compares retail pricing, convincing us it can't be better than this. Baloney. It's dramatically better. See, can you see where people need to hear about this? Yeah. Okay, all right. Now, let's look at the Vortex Platinum, okay? Now, this includes the referral income of the Vortex. Now, the membership is just the membership. That's just about your personal travel. This includes the Vortex, includes the membership, okay? Also includes, okay, you also get reward credits, not just on your purchases, listen to this, but you get reward credits on all of the purchases of the customers who are not members. They get the discount, you get the reward credits. Pretty good deal. Oh, you also get paid. You also get access to the most successful host agency in the history of the direct sales industry. Let's take a look at these. Okay, we've already covered the Vortex, we've already covered the membership. I will cover the stuff that wasn't covered. Okay, those things that we showed you, Orlando, New York, these are the amount of reward credits that if your customers purchase through the Vortex, these are the reward credits you would receive. Okay, now. The average reward credits is $1,453. I'm not telling you that's how much you're going to get. If somebody stays one night at the Howard Johnson, and saves $25 or $30, you're not going to get 100 reward credits or 1,000 reward credits. You're going to get some, but let's just say that over time, and I don't know how long it takes. I don't know if it takes a day, a week, a month, a year. Maybe it takes 5 or 6 years, but all those purchases continue building up reward credits. I want to show you what the vacations you could take for free with 100,000 reward credits. There's Cabo in a top 10 TripAdvisor. Vegas, 4.5 stars for a week. All these are 1 week. Maui, 4-star with an ocean view. 2-bedroom in Orlando. Rome, top 3 TripAdvisor. A Caribbean cruise with a balcony suite. Listen to me. The best wholesale number is free. Right? I mean, I love discounts. I love free better. Right? Okay. Now you got access to a host agency. What's that mean? Okay, let's say that, has anybody ever kind of been like the travel go-to person in your family because you got the computer? And right, and your family's not, they're just not comfortable, so they're calling you, and you're really kind of acting like their travel agent. Okay? Well, now you can still do that, but get paid. See, with this host agency, we've done $3 billion of retail sales in travel. This isn't something we just started. This agency has been around since 2001. It has been a top 50 host agency numerous times. Not just a top 50 host agency, been a top 50 seller of travel in America numerous times. Okay? Now I'm comparing to Expedia, Travelocity, Orbitz, all those companies. All right? One of our co-founders of that travel company was named one of the 33 most influential people in travel. There's comprehensive training. We're going to give you access to top travel vendors. I got to tell you, there's substantial earnings on group. One example. Lady, one of our agents, one of our travel agents, is at a wedding boutique kind of thing. I don't know what she was looking for, but she was looking. She had her ears open, heard somebody talk about her daughter going to do a destination wedding. She waited for the right time and said, oh, by chance, does your daughter have a travel agent she's working with for her destination wedding? You know, congratulations, heard about your daughter getting married. She said, well, we don't. She says, well, just so happens I'm a travel agent. Here's my card, give it to your daughter. If you'd like assistance in setting up all the details of the destination wedding, I'd be glad to help. The daughter called, Our Lady helped them out. They got married. I guess everything went okay. Don't know if they're still married. What I do know is our agent made over $33,000 by selling. Oh, by the way. I mean, $3,000 oh, by the way dollars is good, right? And then you can qualify for industry credentials and perks, okay? So let's look at the Vortex. This is the Platinum. It comes with the Vortex. It comes with the membership for travel. It comes with perk. Listen. All your personal purchases, all the purchases of your customers give you reward credits to redeem for future travel, host agency access, risk-free guarantee, 60-day success coach. Folks, the total cost $477. The same $63.54. The same if you get 3 people to buy any of our products, doesn't matter which one they buy, they can all buy the Vortex, you bought the Platinum, still get your monthly fee waived. Did any of you hear maybe there might be an announcement today? Yeah. The best way to tell the world something is to tell my dad to keep it a secret. Right? You know, he just can't help himself. If it's good news, he tells a few. If it's great news, he tells everybody. Okay? Better than telephone is tell a coach. Okay? For a limited time, $277. I want to be very, very clear here. Okay? There is a limit, and I'm not going to tell you how many that is, that when we hit it, this goes away. Okay? It's a significant number. Okay? I expect this to last more than a week. All right? Now, here here's the thing. Look, if you're new, this isn't going to make sense to you. It'll make sense later. Okay, I apologize for doing this. But the people who are here drinking the juice already, okay, they're going to know what this means, and they're going to hear a lot of shouting and hollering and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it has the same compensation and overrides as our current 277 product. But listen to me. Instead of counting 1 point toward a $1,000 bonus, it counts 2. So if you're new, or if you're in Facebook land and that don't make no sense to you, I'm getting ready to tell you how it's going to make sense, okay? And you're going to be cheering after the fact because you're going to know, wow, that's a big deal, okay? Now, all right. I like listening to billionaires. Does anybody like me? I mean, if I have a choice between listening to a billionaire or my broke Uncle Joe, and a billionaire will talk to me or offer advice, or I have a chance to find out what's inside a billionaire's mind, I promise you, every single time I will listen to the billionaire. Now, this particular billionaire happens to be the second wealthiest person in the world. His name is Warren Buffett, in case you didn't know that. Here's what Warren Buffett says. Things you like to do should be a hobby of yours. But things the world does should be a business of yours. Now, if you've never had a business, we're getting ready to talk about some things that might not totally make sense, but if a billionaire is saying if the world's doing something and you could be in that business, then this might be a good business to be in. Let's just check this out a second. Does the world travel? Let me give you some numbers. These are from 2016, which is the most recent year we have, because they normally run about, it's more than 2 years behind in doing this data. The global economic impact of travel in 2016 was $7.6 trillion. Now, sometimes we say that number like everybody understands what it means. A trillion's a big number. Real quick, how many commas? Okay, it takes a while, right? Because we don't see this every day. We hear trillion, but we don't see it written out. There's 12 zeros. So let's break it down to a number that's a little bit more relatable, okay? So let's just take that from a year to a day. Now, I don't know about you, okay? But since I'm still working on my first billion, are any of you also working on your first billion? Yeah. Again, a number it's hard for me to relate to. So if I can't relate to a trillion, I can't relate to a billion, and I can't, that's a year versus a day, let's just break it down by the hour. Because by the hour, we should be able to get something I can relate to, okay? That's $867 million. That's the size of this industry. And again, if you're still working on your first million, 867 of them might be a little bigger than you could comprehend. So let's break it down by the second. Every single second is $241,000. Let me ask this question. How many seconds would you need to do pretty good financially? 10's 2.4 million. 100 is more. Hey, if you've never tried doing math in front of people, I challenge you to come up here and do math with me. It's not as easy as it sounds, okay? Folks, that's what's happening every second. So what we did is we just took the world's largest industry. It's undeniable. It's not even close. It's the world's largest industry. We combined it with the best compensation plan in the direct sales industry to create an amazing opportunity. Let's look at it. Surge Business Associates, we call them SBAs. Don't worry about it. It's a title. Doesn't matter. You don't have to understand what it is to get paid. Okay? So you can qualify for $150 and a $1,000 fast start bonus in your first 30 days. You can qualify for unlimited. Unlimited, that means there's no limit. Like you can get unlimited, no limit, all you want. Okay? $1,000 bonuses. There's unlimited $10,000 bonuses. There's up to $6 a month for decisions. Now, folks, listen. There's no way I can take the time to explain how you get paid with us where everyone would understand it. So if you get confused by a term, if you get confused by something I say, here's all you need to hear. Here's the translation into real people language. If I say something you don't understand, here's what you hear. That must mean I make more money. Okay? So here's the thing. Residual's like, you know, we're out in the LA area and movie stars and singers and songwriters, they do something once, they get paid forever, right? Yeah. That's kind of, they call it a royalty, but that's like our residual. You get somebody one time and you get paid for life as long as they're active. So that's what that means, okay? And then we got a 100-day challenge I'm going to tell you about in just a second. It's going to probably knock your socks off if you wear them, all right? So you become an SBA. That's a separate decision. It's something you say, look, I'd like to share this information. I'd like to get paid telling people what I just found out that most people don't already know. And in that process, you're going to spend $19.95 a month to be an SBA. Here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the tools to run your business. What does that mean? You're going to have a complete list of your clients, their purchases, when you're going to be paid, how much you're going to be paid. You're going to be able to see if you're building an organization, all the people in your organization with contact information. Everything you could possibly need to run your business effectively, you're going to get. It also comes with Winners Win Live. Did anybody see Dad this morning? Okay. Every Saturday, either my father or Chris Coakley, who have each more than 30 years experience in the direct sales industry, will pour into you for somewhere between 35 and 60 minutes. Topical, right now. I mean, today was about how do you leverage this meeting to become a director in 90 days. Okay? Now, again, if it didn't make sense to you, more money. Okay? More money. You thought you should have. Okay? There's a marketing app that makes it easy to share this information with people that you know. There's an expense tracking app. Remember I talked about how if you're the second to lowest tax bracket and you're a typical average American, that having a home business will recapture $2,000 of taxes you're paying for your traditional income. 100% legal. Listen to me. The guy who wrote all the information that I copy and that built this app is a former IRS. He's a CPA, he is a lawyer, and formerly trained IRS lawyers before he converted from the dark side over to our side. Is that out loud? Can I say that on Facebook? I should. Rewind that, Clint. What are you doing? Everything I'm talking about, I'm quoting someone who's an expert. This isn't Scott Tomer saying it, it's an expert, Sandy Bodkin saying it. That if you're a typical American, and you have a legitimate home business, that the recapturing of the money you pay in taxes from your traditional job could amount to $2,000 or more in addition to what you would earn from our business. So if you have our business, it costs you $2,000 to quit. Think carefully before you quit, okay? Now, if you make 3 personal sales in your first 8 days, we don't care if it's the Vortex, if it's the special, doesn't matter which one they are. If you make 3 in your first 8 days, you get a $150 bonus in your first promotion. In your first 30 days, if you make 7 personal platinum sales, and if these were platinums, those 3 can count, so 4 more, then you'll earn another $1,000 bonus. Is there anybody in the room who could use an extra $150 next year? All right. So I got good news for all of y'all. That's Southern. Okay, Phoenix a little south of here. I grew up in North Carolina, that's where that comes from. Okay, hey, if you are not a team builder and you have not earned the $150 Fast Start bonus, today is your first of 8 days to make 3 sales. Hey, by the way, the special is already up and running. You can sell them right now. Okay? All right. So now you're a team builder. That's the first promotion. Don't worry about it. But 3 sales, first 8 days, platinum. You're a team builder. Now you sponsor 1 more person. Sponsor just means you introduce somebody the information. They say, that makes sense to me. Not only do I want to take advantage of the savings, I'd like to be able to, I want to share this information with others. Isn't it awesome that you can be part of something that most people don't know? You can be the one who introduced the information to them and get paid by telling them. That's our business. Okay, so you sponsor 1 person Okay? And every time, so here's what we do. There's two ways you get paid. There's a bonus we'll talk about in a minute, but every sale that's made, you're going to make a $10 team builder compensation. Now, if you personally sell it, there's also another $15. So personal sales, $15. If you're a team builder, there's another. So if you did this, it'd be $25. Okay, now, what do you think the most important thing to tell a brand new person? The most important thing to tell a brand new person is, look, I've got a question for you. 30 days from now, if you're also a member, 30 days from now, you're going to pay a monthly fee of $63.54. It's the deal of the century. By the way, it's also tax deductible because it's for your business. Okay? Anyway, so give the choice between paying that $63.54 30 days from now or not paying it. Which would you prefer? 100%, 110% of the time. Everybody says, well, if there's a choice, I don't want to pay it. How do I do that? Glad you asked. We're going to go to work, and we're going to go out there, and I'm going to work with you, with the people that you know, with the people you come in contact with, your social friends, the people you live near, your relatives, the people you work with, anybody you've ever heard saying, I need money, which is pretty much everybody you know. I mean, if you're, it's like people I know, okay? Well, you just go out there, and you work with this first person, and you say, I want to help you get 3 and free. In that process, you made a sale to this one. You got these 3 sales. There's 4 sales now. Okay? Watch this. What do you think you're going to tell these 3 people? Hey, 30 days from now, you got the option of either paying your monthly fee or not. Which would you prefer? Oh, you don't want to pay it? Well, here's what we need to do. Introduce me. Now, would they have to introduce you to 3? No. Probably 5, maybe 7. Could be 10. What's the matter? Most people got hundreds of people in their phone. Okay? So as we look at that, okay, so you just go and you start helping these people. And then you make a couple sales there. You make another one here. Now you've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These sales, how many of those were personal sales that you knew? 1. And where did those other sales come from? This person's saying, I want free. This person's saying, I want free. This one's saying, I want free. This one hadn't made up her mind yet. Folks, when you've done that, we're going to send you a $1,000 bonus. It's not a one-time thing. Listen, let's just take that a little bit further. Because you think these people want to get their third, get their second, third, get their 3. So let's just go there. So you've already been paid on these. So now what we do is to say, okay, let's keep working. We got her first one. Got their third one, got 3 and free. Oh man, I got to get one. Oh, got him. Got it. Oh, there's another one. Hey, made another sale here. Hey, another $1,000 bonus. I only have one question. How many do you want? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. I promise you. Here's the thing. I'm going to leave here, and I'm just, okay. I got all your faces. Clint, maybe you got to scan the room later or something so we can go back and get all the, because here's what I promise you. At the home office, I have a check with your name on it for $1,000. Hang on. All you got to do is date it. That's all you got to do. And we got lots of checks. Okay? Now, so we call that the team builder group. Okay? So in the team builder group, here's what it is. It's $10 on every sale. It's $1,000 for every 7 sales. There's a $2 to as much as $6 monthly residual that you get paid every single month the person pays their monthly fee. Okay? And when you reach 100 active people that are sold by you or your team builder group, we will send you, in addition to all the bonuses you've got, and all the overrides you've got, and all the residual you've got, we will send you an additional $10,000. And you may be sitting there and say, okay, I can see how people can get $1,000 bonuses, but how many people getting $10,000 bonuses? Listen to me. Either paid for this year or qualified for in this year, we already are at 5. I brought my math with me. Okay. Hang on. How many months have we had in this year? 1. How many people qualified for $10,000? 5. Some of these people, I don't want to call them greedy, but 2 of these people, it's their 3rd, 4th, or 5th one. Hey, listen to this. Now, If you're new, raise your hand, because this is for you. If you're new, this is for you. It's only for new people. Now, is this easy? Absolutely not. People don't pay you 10 grand for easy. It's simple. If in your first 100 days, now if you have 100 days, you need 100 sales, how many, this is a math, trick question here, how many sales a day do you and your team have to make? One. Does that seem like it's, could you see yourself doing a sale in a day? Well, if you could do that for 100 straight days, then what we'll do is, in addition to when you've earned that $10,000 bonus, we'll pay you another 25 grand. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Total compensation with this over $50,000. Some of y'all woke up this morning praying to God for an answer for your finances. Some people you know were on their knees this morning. I need a financial answer. I got a house in jeopardy. I got a car I'm hiding. Hey, listen. Listen to me. Listen to me. I've had to hide my car. I heard you, bro. I ain't joking here. I know what not knowing if you have enough money to pay the electric bill and you're starting to choose between electric bill and food. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I think my spoon was wooden and had splinters. There's some people praying for an answer. I'm not saying this is an answer. I'm not saying it's their answer. I'm not saying this is what God sent to them. What I'm telling you is, if there's people praying for an answer, don't they at least need to hear this one as a possibility? Hey, we believe in recognition. So when you earn your first $1,000 bonus, we're going to send you a t-shirt. That t-shirt, we call it the Comma Club. It's got a big old comma in the middle of that t-shirt. It's size 2XL. All of them. Don't tell us how big you are. Don't matter. Because this t-shirt is not about the size of your check, it's about the size of your heart. And what's going to happen is you're going to get this t-shirt. Why do we call it the Comma Club? Because you know most people, for many people, it's the first time they've ever got a check with their name on it that had a comma. That's why it's the Comma Club. You're also going to get a personalized congratulatory video from my father. Listen to me. The owner and founder of this company is going to personally tell you, not a canned thing with your name in script at the bottom. He will say your name. If it's anything tougher than John Smith or Sue Smith, he's going to mess it up. I promise you he will do that. But he does one for every single person who earns that bonus the first time. You can post that on Facebook. See, we got people who are saying, hey, I got this bonus. And the owner of the company sent me a congratulatory video on something that I did outside of work on a part-time basis. Knows my name, kind of. When's the last time you heard from the owner of your company? Hey, you become a regional builder. You're going to get a regional builder jacket. Hey, don't know what a regional builder is? Here's what it means. More money. It's twice as much money in overrides, okay, as, now, national builder, you're going to get a blazer, okay, an additional compensation. Look, we got wealth builder rings. Arlen, style the ring up here. Let them see it. Now, I get excited about this Super Bowl ring because it's our Super Bowl. See, I know you're cheering for a team this week. They're going to win or they're going to lose. They're still going to get paid. If you're choosing to go to the game, you're going to pay to watch. In our Super Bowl, when you get a ring, you get paid. We also believe in contests and having fun. We got a contest going right now. It's called the Race to Tutankhamun. Now here's the thing. That race is winding up on February the 14th. So there is virtually no chance if you're new today. Okay, let me just be clear. You ain't got a chance to win that one. There's not even 2 weeks. But guess what we did? We started a brand new contest. This contest only open to people who joined our company on December the 15th or later. It runs through April 18th. I believe that's the date, but it's the Thursday after tax day. Okay, I believe that's the 18th, might be the 17th. So if you're brand new, you're only competing against people who are brand new, and the top 5 are going to the Majestic Colonial in Punta Cana with us. All right. Now we got a director program. What's that mean? More money. More money. Okay? Now I'm not going through the details. We got time for that. If you got questions, hang around. We'll answer them. We're not trying to avoid stuff. We just got a limited amount of time because we got to get done. Okay? Look, when you become a director, a marketing director with our company, we're going to pay you an extra $2,000 a month. Is that okay with you? It takes 500 people. Okay? I know it's a lot of people, but that's a lot of money. Oh, by the way, we're gonna ask you, what kind of car do you like? Do you like a 2-door Challenger or a 4-door Charger? Which one do you like? Just yell it out right now. Okay. Now here's the thing I also want you to do. Yell out the color you want. White. It don't matter what you yelled out, you're getting white. So you pretty much pick any color you want. If you live in a white one, listen to me. This isn't a car you got to go buy, finance, and pay for. We buy the car, we insure the car, we ship it to you, you drive it. All you got to do is put gas in it. We send you $2,000 a month to do that. Man, hey, this car is a little bit different. This one you own. You can become a regional director. It's $4,000 a month. You choose between a Mercedes, SLA, AMG, 45, XQR. I don't know what it is. It's nice, okay, and fast. There's a Jaguar XF. There's a BMW 428i. This one's a little bit different. This is your car. Yeah. And oh yeah, we will come get this one because somebody else will be driving it. Okay. You keep growing, you keep building, you become a national director, $8,000 monthly bonus. This isn't your income, this is the extra income. This is what you're going to be paid in extra, more, additional. And you get your choice for presidential Rolex. We're doing some really cool stuff. I'm not going to announce today because there's going to be more choices than just a watch because I don't even wear a watch. Okay? But there's going to be some pretty cool stuff you have a chance to choose from there. We'll announce that later. Okay? You keep growing, you keep building. And you get $12,000 a month. Look, this is 10,000 people, lots of folks. But a Bentley's a lot of car. $12,000 a month's a lot of money. And again, your choice of which white do you want. And oh, by the way, there will be a racing stripe running down the hood of your Bentley. And you're saying, you put a racing stripe on my Bentley? Only if you want it. I do want to get a little bit of marketing dollars out of this, right? I mean, that Surge365 logo on the side's going to look awesome. Or you can say, I just don't want it. Anyway, so, hey, there's one more. It's 25,000 people. You say, man, 25,000 people, a lot of people. Yeah, it is. But the bonus for doing that's $1 million. Hey, I told you earlier I like to listen to billionaires, right? This is another billionaire. I happen to believe, my personal belief, Richard Branson is the coolest of the billionaires. I know that you can make arguments about other people, but I just don't think Warren Buffett is cool. And I've never heard Gates speak. But this guy, Virgin Records, Virgin Atlantic Airlines, he's got casinos. He's just cool. All right? But he's a billionaire, so I like listening to billionaires. So here's what a billionaire says. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes. You can always figure out how to do it later. Now listen to me. Do you know the hardest part of this quote? You have to find an amazing opportunity. Amazing opportunities don't grow on trees and fall off in your lap. Some people search for them for a lifetime and never really find it. Others maybe find it several times. Here's what I'm telling you. Surge365 is an amazing opportunity. talking to the people in the room, I want to focus my attention. So everybody in Facebook land has been listening. Right now, I want to focus on you, and I want everybody in here to listen. Is that a deal? Yes. See, Surge is an amazing opportunity. There's a success coach to help you win. There's a risk-free guarantee that means you can't fail. So we're going to help you win, and you can't fail. If there was nothing else, that's an amazing opportunity. Yeah. But see, we're going to give you the ability. We're going to give you the ability to earn additional income, putting in the effort you want to put in for the amount of money you want to earn. See, right now, there's probably people in this room, there's probably people out there in Facebook land that right now, you don't want to make an extra 500, you need to make an extra 500. There's people right now who are saying, Scott, I don't want to make that $11.50 next 30 days. I got to make that $11.50 the next 30 days. You can do it in Surge. But you know what also comes with? It comes with an opportunity that could create life-changing income. Income you only dream about, or think only other people deserve. But you know where it all starts? It all starts by saying yes. So I guess I'm pleading with you. I don't even know what it is. But if you're looking for an answer in your life and it has to do with money, please say yes, and I'll see you at the top. Hey, thanks for joining us today.